Okay, folks, so bear with me. I'm going to tell you a little story here. This is day 3 of spring break, and it's one of those kind of if you give a mouse a cookie kind of stories. If you know those books where you give a mouse a cookie and then they want to go end up playing baseball, and it all comes back nicely to a cookie. The story doesn't come back nicely, but here we go. So I decided to take a run into West Portal. It's about a little over a mile to do some errands at Walgreens. Get to Walgreens, get to the checkout counter, haven't kept my 6 feet of space, and realize that I have no wallet. So I asked the clerk to hold on to the goods, and I run home. I have to run a mile home uphill to get my wallet and the car. Drive down, get the stuff I need at Walgreens, it's all good. Then I realized that having parked my car outside, like I normally do, carefully away from a telephone pole, I forgot to do that this time, and a bird, after the rainy day and the sun's come out, a bird has had epic levels of poop displayed onto the front hood of my car. I mean, epic levels of bird poop on the front hood of the car. So I open the garage door to get the hose to wash it off, wash off the bird poop from the car. Everything's clean and dried down, put the hose away, and I proceed to close the garage door. The only problem is the garage door decides it does not want to close. And I take a look and I see that one of the light sensors at the bottom of the garage door that indicates whether there's anything in the way is not lit up. Usually you just sort of move it if it's blinking and it comes back on and it's fine. But this time there's no light whatsoever. I look at the cords, look at the wires, I unplug the garage door, plug it back in, change the force door, I move another car out, I look at the step stool, I get up there and mess with things. Nothing works until finally I'm realizing I'm gonna have to close the door manually, which takes 2 people. So I enlist the aid of one of my family members and step and close the door manually. The only problem, of course, is manually closed, the door now has about 2 inches of space between the garage door and the floor, which would be fine, except for the fact that many of you have remembered before, we have a slight rat and mouse problem. So now I have to go find cardboard and tape to tape up the remaining 2-inch gap across the entire length of the garage door, including the cracks in the walls that lead up through the pipes, to tape it just in case rodents want to visit our garage in the middle of the night. And I say all this just to illustrate the fact that sometimes you never really know what's going to happen. You can't plan for the future. Well, who knows if the garage door will be fixed? I'll let you know later. Fortunately, we don't have to use that car anytime soon. But in the midst of all that uncertainty and chaos and unintended consequences, the only thing you can do is breathe. So let's breathe together 3 times. Let's breathe once. Let's breathe twice. Let's breathe the 3rd time. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll see. I'll let you know if the garage door is fixed, if the mouse and rats have visited, and what news there is from the mountains of Mount Davidson in San Francisco. Have a good rest of your spring break.